On top of that, Axios reports some progressive groups are flooding congressional Democrats' phones, encouraging them to, quote, hold the line.
The Trump administration has cut nearly $8 billion in what it calls green new scam projects. These are energy projects that the Trump administration says are wasteful and ineffective. Larry Behrens of Power the Future agrees.
Anytime the Trump administration is cutting back money on the green new scam, saving taxpayer dollars, it is an absolute win.
Most, if not all, the projects are in places that Kamala Harris won in the 2024 election. Still, Behrens says it's time these technologies prove themselves.
The Trump administration has cut green new scam funding because that's what he said he was going to do in the campaign, and that's exactly what he's been doing. And so it is saving taxpayers' dollars, and it is making these technologies stand on their own. And so if these blue states are really upset, here they have the chance to prove that these technologies can stand on their own without a taxpayer handout.
Approximately 223 projects will lose funding. A Chicago-based black conservative activist says former Mayor Rahm Emanuel isn't fooling anybody in his effort to rebrand himself as an education reform advocate. Chad Groening has more.
Emanuel recently penned an editorial in the Wall Street Journal entitled, "Democrats Need an Education Reset. COVID closings deservedly hurt our reputation. To regain public trust, we need to embrace reform." The Democrat criticized his party's obsession with pronouns and bathroom access for so-called transgenders instead of reading and math proficiency. P. Ray Easley is an ambassador for the Project 21 Black Leadership Network. She says, don't be fooled by his rebranding effort.
He's doing a slow rebranding. He wants to rebrand himself as an education advocate. And so I saw a flyer for an event that he's having in my neighborhood soon, and it said Rahm Emanuel, former U.S. ambassador to Japan. Why is Rahm calling himself a former U.S. ambassador for an event in Chicago as if he wasn't the mayor of Chicago? He knows that we're very disappointed and we don't like him at all. When I say at all, America, we don't like Rahm Emanuel.
And Easley says it's because Emanuel is not very likable.
He's very condescending. He's very rude. He lacks manners. And for that reason, he's trying to come back because he sees that the Democrats are weak now, but he's the darling of the Democrat Party. So what he wants to do is make himself seem like an insider who now wants out. And we're going to remind him that we remember exactly who he is.
And Easley doesn't think Democrats are going to flock to him in 2028. I'm Chad Groening.
High temperatures in the Great Plains, while the northern Rockies are getting snow. Janice Dean has a look at the nation's weekend weather forecast.
We've got some pretty big weather extremes happening through the weekend with record-breaking highs for the Plains states, the Mississippi Valley, spreading towards the Great Lakes in the Northeast, while the first snow is falling across the northern Rockies and the first winter storm watch posted so far this season for them. Florida is getting drenched over the next few days in some areas across the southeast coast as we've got a frontal boundary combined with tropical moisture, bringing showers and thunderstorms for the next several days across the region. I'm Janice Dean, Fox News.
World shares mostly climbed on Friday after U.S. stocks rose to more records on heavy buying of technology shares. The futures for S&P 500 and the Dow Jones Industrial Average both added more than 0.2%. Markets have largely shrugged off the shutdown of the U.S. government after Democrat and Republican lawmakers failed to reach agreement on funding. More news available online at afn.net and download the AFN mobile app for your Apple or Android device. I'm Rusty Pugh.
Every day, AFA offers biblical insight on issues that others aren't willing to touch in the hopes that you'll become a world changer. That's why we're offering an in-depth worldview training course called Activate. 13 different professors teaching 18 sessions, all available online, including a printed workbook to help you apply what you've learned and 1-year access to AFA streaming content to give you even more resources. Find out more about Activate and sign up today at activate.afa.net.
This is Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question is 888-589-8840.
The first 6 notes of We've Only Just Begun.
We've only just
No,
begun.
You said you weren't going to do that.
I couldn't help it.
Well, don't give me any
Sean
of this.
Connery.
Nobody's going to get this, but go ahead. Keep asking it.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Thanks for listening to AFR. It's Friday, October the 3rd. What's 2020? We're still 2025.
Yeah, just barely.
Just barely hanging on.
My daughter Tegan wants people to know there are only 7 Fridays left till Christmas. She has got Christmas on her mind, and when she tells how many days, that still sounds pretty far off. 7 Fridays till Christmas.
Wow.
I only need one.
You only
and I barely need that.
Oh, don't get me started.
To quote J.J. Jasper, as long as you got a convenience store or a truck stop, you're good to go.
I was just about to say, as long as the truck stop's open on Christmas Eve, I can finish my Christmas shopping.
Oh, man.
You know, nothing like a Snickers bar to tell your wife you love her, you know.
Nothing says I love you
like a Snickers bar on Christmas morn.
But sweetie, it's the really large size.
Large size. All right, Trivia Friday it is here on American Family Radio. Tim, Ed, and JJ, we thank you for listening. And JJ, tell us how this here game's played.
Well, before I do that, may I give a shout out to Daniel and Tiffany, Chris and Dorothy, Karen and Lucy, and Pam and Jeffrey and David and Rita. We have the weekend with AFA. It's a retreat. People may have heard the spots on the air.
Yeah, having it.
And we met some folks came through yesterday and toured our brand new building, our campus, which we have tours almost weekly. And we have people here from Tennessee, from a lot of people from Louisiana, a lot of people from Texas,
Pennsylvania, Iowa, Indiana,
our
Oklahoma.
Listeners are the best. One quick story. So this, young man, he's a FedEx pilot. Daniel, his wife, Tiffany, they're at the table. He said, my dad was a pastor. We'd listened to AFR growing up. He said, man, the funniest joke you told when I was in the 7th grade. And I thought, okay, wait a minute. First, I want to go home and put fresh tennis balls on the bottom of my walker.
Yeah.
Here, this guy's a FedEx pilot. And he said, I was in the 7th grade. We're in the car going to school. And he said,
Listened to you as a child.
Yeah. He said, you said a policeman pulled this guy over and said, license and registration. He looked at his license and it says here you wear glasses. You're not wearing glasses. He said, I have contacts. Officer said, I don't care who you know. You're still getting the ticket. But anyway, we're having that retreat. Pray that goes well. Abraham Hamilton III, Jenna Ellis, so many people. You guys are having a panel, and our listeners are absolutely the best.
Absolutely. So this is not first-time callers. This is if you called and gotten on the air, but it's in the last 8 weeks. So we have an 8-week waiting period between on-air appearances on Trivia Friday. So if you have not been on the air with us in the last 8 weeks, you're eligible to call and ask your trivia question, or ask your question of us and answer one of ours, which we're about to give right now. You need to be 11 years old or older. The phone number is 888-58. This is the number to call us right now to be on the radio. 888-589-8840. 888-589-8840 is the phone number. And what else is there?
Well, we're going to ask 3 questions each, and one of these questions is what we call a mystery question.
Right.
And our listeners don't know which one of the questions is the mystery question.
That's why it's a mystery.
That's why it's a mystery. If they try to answer it and succeed in answering the mystery question, we will all hear this sound. The beloved cowbell.
The beloved cowbell shall ring, and all the world will know you've won yourself an AFR ball cap.
That's right.
Our trucker's cap, a farmer's cap. It's
guys,
whatever kind of it's multi descriptional.
I know I'm talking a lot, but this is very exciting right here. Yes, you can call me out on that. So this happened last week. John called in, and they won the couple. You were generous, and we gave them both an AFR ball cap. She said, well, we will wear them on our 49th anniversary on October the 2nd, less than a week away. Ed replied, aren't they cute, thinking they'll get them on time? Well, we did. Thank you so much. You made our anniversary a memorable one. And this is John and Mary Ann. Look at that.
Oh, they got their hats on.
AFR ball caps on.
Well, folks, for those of you who are listening and not
John,
watching,
good-looking couple.
we're looking at the picture that they sent.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be play Santa Claus in the church play.
He's got a pretty nice-looking
Yeah,
beard.
he's got a beard. He's got a white beard. You got a white beard, JJ.
Well, I see.
Ed's got a white beard. Y'all are inspirational to me. I may go that direction.
You ought to. You've never grown a beard, have you?
I did once. Yeah.
Really?
I did. Yeah, I did once, and
I don't remember it. Not
well, it was
forever.
been like 30 years ago or something like that.
But maybe time, Tim.
Yeah, come
maybe
on,
time
Tim.
to bring it.
I just like I like to shave, but like once a week. What do you think?
Well, I wouldn't guess it was that often, but
once a week you can get by with. People say, "Well, hey, he looks unshaven." Well, how do you know I'm not preparing to be in a church play?
That's what I like.
You see what I'm saying?
I do.
You're judging me, and I'm going
season.
to be Peter.
Yes.
In the upcoming play.
Exactly.
Next
like
Easter.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Our Christmas church.
But you guys you guys got rocking the white beard here.
And it's
all I say about
not
that
on
is
purpose.
Ho, ho, ho.
That it's white.
Yeah.
If it's white. All right, what do you got, Ed? Fire away.
Here are my 3 questions. First, now this one's a little bit hard. You may have to look this up, but this should pop up pretty quickly if you Google this. It is baseball playoffs. Yankees knocked my team, the Red Sox, out, but I still have
heard that your whole life.
I still have the I still have the joy of Jesus.
Going to spiritualize this.
I'm going to spiritualize it. All right, what is the only Major League Baseball team to turn 2 triple plays in the same game? All right, you'll look that up.
Wow, that would be the game to watch right there.
Yes. What is the only Major League Baseball team to turn 2 triple plays in the same game? By the way, they did it the exact same way.
Tim, don't blurt it out, but do you know, because you know all these stats.
Trivia, sports trivia?
Yes. 2 triple plays. That's something that's like getting struck by lightning twice on the same day.
Yeah.
All right, second question. If your doctor is running a test on your jejunum,
wow,
what part of the body is he examining?
Don't go into that too much.
If your doctor is running a test on your jejunum, Jejunum, what part of the body is he examining?
Do you have to drink a bunch of liquid for like
Well,
12 hours before you go get your jejunum checked?
Easy. Don't get too close to the edge. Yeah, you can fall off the ledge there.
So I know that there are some medical
great.
people out there who know exactly what that
You
is.
just wanted to say that word.
I did.
That's right.
And then third question.
What was the question? I'm sorry I interrupted.
Okay. If your doctor is running a test on your jejunum, there goes Tim's coffee. What part of the body is he examining? And I will be perfectly honest, Tim.
Yeah.
I wanted to say that name.
Okay.
Yes.
And until someone answers it, we'll mock that name all day.
You wanted to see coffee come out his nose. True, honest goodness, true story. I'm on a flight right after COVID.
But you're not talking a lot. Go ahead.
On a flight right after COVID, and already the flight attendants are getting aggressive. And put that mask on. I had it on, but it was below my nose, and she started to browbeat me. And I said, "Ma'am," thankfully she was very young. I just used that to her disadvantage. I said, "Ma'am," I said, when I was born, I said, my whole body is covered with epidermis. And I said, I'm not going to be able to wear this. And she just patted me on the arm and walked on by. Nodded like, oh, wow, I didn't realize. And if she knew my jejunum was messed up, too, I could have got
You could have got first class.
Extra
You could have got booted up to first class.
Yes.
All right, third question. It's a true false. Burger King once sold a cologne that smelled like flame-broiled meat. Is that true or false? Burger King once sold a cologne that smelled like flame-broiled meat. Is that true or false?
They got one customer. I got my hand in the air.
I hope that's not true. But we've had stranger.
Oh, yes, we have.
Here's what I've got. First question. Only 2 countries out of all the nations, only 2 countries have square flags. Name them. 2 countries in the world have square flags. Second question, multiple choice. Who holds the record for the most NASCAR wins? Is it Jimmy Johnson, Richard Petty, or Dale Earnhardt? Who holds the record for the most NASCAR wins? Jimmy Johnson, Richard Petty, or Dale Earnhardt? Third question, true or false? NFL question. In 1943, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers combined their team to form the Steagles. Is that true or false? 1943, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers combined to form the Steagles. True or false?
All right. My questions are as follows. Number one, Parkers, Bombers, and Peas are types of what? Parkers, Allison, my wife, she knew this.
Yeah, really?
Bad, I didn't know it. Parkers, Bombers. Come on, Tim. Parkers, Bombers, and Peas are types of what? Number two.
I got an exterminator friend. He's going to know the answer to
So that one right there. All right. So my second question: who made the song "Que Sera Sera" famous? Who made the song "Que Sera Sera"? Who made that famous?
Could you sing
Robert
Could you just
J.
sing
Juna,
one little part of it? So give us a little, get us headed in the right direction.
Like kind of like Robert Goulet.
Yeah, so that's why I was saying Robert J. Junum.
Oh, Robert J. Junum. Yeah, he was. Wow. There'll never be another one.
No.
You know.
You went to his last concert, didn't you?
Yeah. It was sad the way he, that ended everything. But
before he was done, he was doing reverse mortgage commercials. It was it was pretty sad.
All right, number three. What gets wet while drying?
Huh.
That's a little bit of a riddle.
Nice riddle.
Sure is.
What gets wet while drying? That's
It's
my
not
third
the heat,
question.
it's the humidity.
All right, get your J. Junum out.
All right,
Get ready to rock and roll here. What do we got? Who's up
We're
first?
going to Kansas, and Mary is on the line. Mary, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Well, good morning. I have not called in over 6 months, and I couldn't remember the number, and I had to keep thinking and dialing over and over different ways. Finally got through, and I couldn't believe I was the first one.
Wow.
So you're the one who are hacking people's passwords here, Mary, huh? Yeah. So you just keep trying till it works.
That's right.
Mary, I
Okay.
saw a meme this morning, Mary. It said, how can I remember the words to every single song from the 1970s, but I can't remember my password?
Yep. One password. Who has one password? That would be ideal.
All right, go ahead, Mary. Ask, answer, or both.
I'm going to do both, but I don't know any of the questions, so I'll pick a bad day to call in.
Okay.
JJ, I'll do that multiple choice one, please. I'll try that.
Okay, here's the question, multiple choice. Who holds the record for the most NASCAR wins? Is it Jimmy Johnson, Richard Petty, or Dale Earnhardt?
I'll say Richard Petty.
Nicely done.
Richard Petty.
Way to start us out. Richard Petty.
I got it?
Yeah, you did, Mary. Way to
right
go.
out of the chute, Mary. Richard Petty, 200 wins.
Wow.
Now, didn't he drive that blue Dodge? Did he have that cowboy hat that had like the feathers on the front?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Richard Petty or Dale Earnhardt?
Richard Petty.
Oh, he still holds the record?
Yes, he more than Jimmy Johnson or Dale Earnhardt. Number 43. It's like a
he
blue,
wore the sunglasses
blue
and the
That's
hat, the hat with the feather and
feathers
all that.
on the front. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, way to go, Mary.
Yeah,
Do you have a
absolutely.
question for us?
Yes, I heard a soundbite on Wall Builders program the other night, and I want to know if you know where the man with the highest IQ lives.
I'd say
Not
Well,
in the United
Mississippi.
States, I'll tell you either.
What state that
No, he's not in the United States. What country?
what country? The man with the highest IQ. Well,
You mean like today? Living today?
Yes, he's living, but I have a special reason to bring this up on this program.
Well, I'm just
Mary,
gonna,
while we're putting our craniums together about IQ and everything, Albert Einstein, of course, everybody knows, Albert Einstein, how brilliant, all he accomplished. But his brother Frank was a monster.
You get it, Mary?
His brother Frank. His brother Frank was a monster,
Einstein,
Mary.
Frankenstein. You get it?
I'm kind of playing like Tim today. I can't keep up with the.
All right, guys. What about it? What country?
All I know is the guy doesn't live in Italy. We're not going to be up high on the.
They got the recipes over there, though.
Well, they
got the best recipes in the world.
True.
So, Mary, you're asking where he lives? Or it's a he. I don't know if it's a he.
Okay, I'm just going to say it's probably one of those Scandinavian countries.
I'm going to go China.
China. I'm going to go. I'm going to go Sweden.
Why?
I don't know. Honestly,
all right.
I thought you were talking about Italy and recipes, and I thought meatballs. Then I thought Scandinavian countries, and I thought Swedish meatballs,
right.
And I went for Sweden. That's how my brain.
All right, Mary.
I'm going to say Israel.
Okay, where is he?
He lives in South Korea. His IQ is over 200, and he made a comment on the Wall Builders. They played the soundbite. His goal is to start churches in as many countries as he can under the respect and honor of Charles Kirk.
Wow.
Charlie Kirk.
Wow. Well, that proves the man is smart.
Yeah,
if he's going to start churches.
Wow.
That's what a way to spend a life doing that.
So,
you know that guy's IQ is over what?
200.
Over 200.
I needed him when my kids were little. I needed him on Christmas Eve to help put some of those swing sets together, because that L2 attaching to B5, and you know there's going to be 2 or 3 pieces missing, but to have a genius right there help you to make sense out of those directions, that would have been so
Thank you, Mary.
helpful. Appreciate
it. Well, you know, I've told this one before, but and this is embarrassing. But Alice and I had kids stuff in the attic for Christmas. We had 3 children, obviously, and I forgot what it was we were putting together. I think it was like a bike or something.
Right.
In the attic because it was freezing outside, you know, and didn't have a garage closed, so got it done, got it all put together. It took about 45 minutes or an hour.
No. I see.
You know where I'm going with this one?
I see where it's going now.
I just now.
Yeah. And then, you know, your back's hunched over, you know, you're
finally got it accomplished.
And it tests your marriage, really, right there, because you start, hey,
hand
me that wrench. Why'd you drop that wrench? That wrench.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And try not to step through where the joists are and come through your foot in the sheetrock.
Yeah. So anyway, you know where this is.
Yeah.
So we got it rolled over barely to the hit my head on the 2x4 or something like that to the attic.
Attic door.
That
little cord and that little lawnmower.
It lacked about 1 inch. It lacked about 1 inch. And you talk about trying to force something. And also, you know, that's when you're tempted with bad words.
Yes.
I'll be honest with you. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, yes.
At least you have the feeling of bad words coming up in you.
Yes.
Oh,
you know,
my word.
Listen, in a situation like that, I would have been tempted to get a saw.
Yeah.
Rather than
a saw,
than take a wheel off.
Or you can just use your foot and try to bust a hole open to get that 1 extra inch on your.
Man.
Anyway.
Oh man.
All right.
Hey, that's the first time I've ever heard that story.
Yeah, that really happened.
That's a
and that wasn't like
story.
her. It would have been like me. Typical of probably something I'd have done. But
yeah,
she had a lapse there. Allison did. So I don't know what I'm saying.
Having known Allison for a long time, and JJ has too, that was probably her last lapse.
Her lapse, yes, momentary lapse.
Yeah.
All right, and who's up next, Ed?
All right, we're going to Mississippi, and Haywood is on the line. Haywood, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Well, good morning, professors. It's been a long 8 weeks.
Howdy, Haywood.
Where do you live in Mississippi?
Kosciuszko, not the geographical center.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Ask, answer, or do both, sir.
Let's do both. I'll try the true or false about the Burger King.
All right,
There
here's
we
the
go.
question, Haywood.
You rule!
Burger King once sold a cologne that smelled like flame-broiled meat. Is that true or false?
Well, I'm like Tim. I hope that's false.
I know, Haywood. Me too, right?
It is absolutely true.
Oh, no.
What?
In 2008, they introduced their Flame Cologne. It smelled like flame-broiled meat. It was a short-lived kind of a
really
stunt.
Yeah, short-lived.
Yeah.
Huh?
It was
That one didn't work.
Hey, I'm
advertising
with
stunt, but is absolutely true.
I said like a few weeks out from Christmas, if they'd come up with a cologne that smelled like hickory wood smoke or saddle leather or just some of these kinds of things.
I got some October. I used to get out my pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice cologne.
Yeah, it's funny you said that because I stopped and got a pumpkin spice latte on my way in, and I'm getting a pumpkin spice oil change in my truck this afternoon.
I know.
I say if you can't beat them, join them. I'm all in.
Well, that's joining them. That's going full bore down the pumpkin spice rabbit hole.
Hey, Wood, if your wife's listening, she knows what to get you for Christmas this year. Some cologne that smells like, what'd you say it is, Ed?
Flame-broiled meat.
All right. What's your question for us, Hey, Wood?
Okay, I got a true or false one also. It's a biblical question. Samson defeated the Philistines. What do we call that country or that area? What do we call that today?
Where Samson defeated the Philistines?
You two have a real good chance at that.
Well, we're talking. Okay, we're going to talk amongst ourselves here. Haywood.
What part of Israel? You talking about what part of Israel?
Would it be Gaza?
What section of Israel?
I'm thinking Gaza.
I think Gaza. That's where the Philistines.
Yeah,
that's where they hung out. I think.
We'll say Gaza, Haywood.
Well, that would be correct.
Good.
Yeah, I'm going to clap for us.
Yes.
Right here.
Yeah.
And let's, we're having fun, but let's pray for everything that's happening in that region.
Yeah. The thing about it is, as you can look at the map of there, but if you travel there too, so many of the places that are named today are biblical names. So
Absolutely,
you're talking about places that have been around for millennia.
Yeah.
And they're still named the same thing, which only proves that the Bible is more proof that the Bible is a book of history,
right?
And reliable.
Yes.
All the archaeology, all the digs, the archaeologists, everything that's going on there. Hey, and you guys have tours in the springtime if people want to go to the Holy Land.
We're going to Israel in March. We're probably 3/4 of the way full.
Wow.
Yes.
Already.
That would make a good Christmas present for your pastor and their spouse.
Sure would.
So if you want to go with us to the Holy Land in March, I'm talking about 6 months from now or 5 months, whenever it is, just go. If you want all the information, go to wildmongroup.com. WILDMON group.com. All the information's there.
And if you want to get it for your pastor, you only have 7 Fridays before Christmas. So you need to get a couple of committee meetings together, the elders and the deacons, and make that happen.
We'll be back momentarily with more of Trivia Friday on American Family Radio.
It's my turn.
Here is your host for My Turn, Don Wildmon.
You know, human beings being what they are prone to make mistakes. Some of the mistakes we make are very serious and costly. Some of them, however, are very innocent and often very humorous. I recently ran across this humorous little mistake made by a florist in Harrisburg, Illinois. Somehow the cards on 2 bouquets were switched. One, a birthday bouquet to a housewife from her husband, read, "Congratulations, hope the baby is doing fine." Well, the other card, to a mother in the hospital with her first child, read, 27, hope you have many more. Well, it would be fine if all of our mistakes were such humorous ones. Maybe we could laugh a little more. But the truth about it is that some of the mistakes we make are not so funny. Some of them are dead serious. Paul, in writing to the Christians in Galatia, wrote what I have in mind here. "Make no mistake about this," he said. "God is not to be fooled. A man reaps what he sows." There are some basic truths in life that no man can escape, and one of them is that we reap what we sow. Not long ago, a parent expressed concern to me that their children didn't attend church as regularly as the parent wanted them to, and yet the parent attended very seldom. We reap what we sow. Maybe this is old hat to you. Maybe you've already heard it. That doesn't change the fact that it's true. Sometimes we become so accustomed to that which is true that we regard it very lightly. We make a terrible mistake when we do this. There is in this life that we live two roads on which we can travel, the high road or the low. There are natural consequences that follow the choice we make. The reason that the carpenter came into this world was to get people to walk the high road. He came to lead them in their journey of life down the high road. He'll never force us to choose the high road. And if we wish to choose the low road, he gives us the freedom to do so, even though it breaks his heart. There's a little poem that fits this idea so well. It goes like this. But to every man there openeth a highway and a low, and every man decideth the way his soul shall go. You see, it is in the final analysis our decision to choose what kind of life we live here on earth. People can influence us, but we have the final decision in what our life will be. Our lives are, after all, just about what we want them to be. And after we make our decision about what we will do with our life, we reap the results. For those who seek the answer in houses, lands, and rings will someday find that empty lives are just as empty, filled with things. Yes, we make mistakes. Mistakes are the trademarks of humanity. But whatever else we may do, let us keep the truth of this in mind. Make no mistake about this. God is not to be fooled. A man reaps what he sows. If he sows in the field of his lower nature, he will reap from it a harvest of corruption. But if he sows in the field of the Spirit will bring him a harvest of eternal life. Incidentally, what kind of crop do you expect?
This has been My Turn with Don Wildmon, a production of the American Family Association.
Beloved, we are now children of God, and what we will be has not yet been revealed. We know that when Christ appears, we will be like him, for we will see him as he is, and everyone who has this hope in him purifies himself just as Christ is pure. 1 John 3:2 and 3.
American Family Radio.
That's after Mozart.
That's it.
We're
Beethoven's
talking one of the
Fifth.
most influential pieces of music of the 20th century right there. You know,
Absolutely. An anthem. That's more than a song. That was a movement.
Right. All right, Trivia Friday it is on American Family Radio. Tim, Ed, and JJ, thanks for listening to AFR. If you want to watch this show on the internet, and who wouldn't, go to stream.afa.net. Here's the website to go to watch the video of the show. And with JJ's waving at everybody who's watching already, stream.afa.net. We also are on Facebook Live and on YouTube. Just type in today's issues, right? All right, Tim, Ed, and JJ, let's repeat our questions quickly, fellas, and then we go back to the phones.
I'll have to add one. Had one answered.
You add one.
First question, and folks, you are allowed to research these questions. You may have to look this one up, but I found this fascinating. What is the only Major League Baseball team to turn 2 triple plays in the same game? Second question, if your doctor is running a test on your jejunum, what part of the body is he examining? Jejunum, Jejunum. And I'm going to add a question since we're on the subject of the body. What is the biggest, what?
What you go to medical school or
No,
something?
listen.
Flunk out?
No. When I find a trivia website that's got questions,
you get stuck there. You're like
use them.
stuck on snakes for 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, he was.
He was,
but
wasn't he?
You
He
get
just-
the portal.
Yeah.
Look, when you start.
Portal.
That's portal.
It's a black hole.
He gets in the
You
trivia
start-
question portal.
Yeah.
That's right. That's how I got like
You can
baseball
call it
questions.
that trivia vortex.
Yes.
It starts spinning, and there you go down
The black hole just sucks him in.
Right. That's right.
Go ahead.
Would you like like me to
Yes, we
use
would.
something else?
We're sorry for interrupting.
No, go ahead.
I mean, I can do
No,
something else.
go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. That's very interesting.
Yeah. A lot of us wanted to go to medical school, and we weren't able, so this is good for us.
Right. All right. What is the biggest joint in your body? What is the biggest joint in your body?
So I think this is a good time to offer a PSA. A lot of people are going to get out and work in the yard tomorrow, cooler mornings. Please do not overdo it and throw your jejunum out. I mean, chiropractors usually aren't open on Saturday.
You're right.
The ER, they can only do so much.
Words to the wise.
Yeah, that's a little PSA for you. Here's what I've got. First question. As Ed
and
said,
don't go Google it. Don't be a self-doctor where you go Googling your jejunum and finding out how to treat it on your own.
That's it.
You need a professional.
That's right. Now that's good medical advice coming from this.
Don't put a clover leaf
show
behind
about
your ear
trivia.
and wish it away.
Well, and then if you just spell it and get one letter wrong, it's going to take you to psych. It's going to get you fired. It'll get you called into HR. All right. Yeah, here's how you can work on your car all by yourself. All right, here's what I've got. And as Ed said, it's okay if you have to research this. I don't expect this, to know this at the top of your head.
Right.
All the nations in the world, only 2 countries have square flags. Name them. Only 2 countries have square flags.
Somebody's got to be different.
Name them. Second question, true or false? The NFL, in 1943, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers combined to form the Steagles.
Yeah.
Is that true or false? And another little known fact, in the locker room, the players were wearing cologne that smelled like flame-broiled
meat,
hamburgers.
They also opened for Leonard Skinner.
No, there's my true or false question.
The Steagles did.
I'm going to add one, multiple choice, make it easy for you.
Mm-hmm.
What is the most common blood type in the world? What is the most common blood type in the world? Is it O positive, O negative, A positive, or A negative? Which is the most common? And I didn't list all there are actually 8 main blood types. Do you know your blood? Do you know your blood type?
I don't.
I don't either.
I took a picture of the little card that I got from the Bloodmobile.
Right.
Because I can never remember it. So if I'm ever bleeding and they say, "What's your
That's
blood
what
type?"
I was thinking.
I would say, "Get my phone. Look, there's a folder with important documents."
I went to Africa and Israel this year, and I thought, it'd be helpful if I knew my own blood type, because they're going to think, what kind of person doesn't know the basic information? But none of the 3 of us know our blood type. Well, here's the question again. What's the most common blood type in the world? Multiple choice, O positive, O negative, A positive, or A negative.
My 3 questions are Parkers, Bombers, and Peas are types of what? Parkers, Bombers, and Peas are types of what? Number 2, who made the song Que Sera Sera famous? That's my baby boomer question of the week. And number 3, what gets wet while drying? What gets wet while drying? Back to the phones, Ed.
All right, let's go to, what do you guys think about North Carolina? I'd like to take a visit there. Herman is on the line. Herman from North Carolina, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Herman, you old Tar Heel, thank you for calling. Ask, answer, or do both?
I do both.
Which one you feel confident about?
With the who made the Que Sera Sera song.
There we go.
Okay, baby boomer question. How old are you, Herman?
I'll be 65 November the 7th.
Okay,
good.
You're in our wheelhouse here, here.
Herman, it would be more helpful for you if Tim sang just a little bit of it to get you started in the right direction.
I'll defer on that. I will have to defer. I know my.
It would.
I know my blood type, and it just don't match with
that. So. Is that a no?
That's a no.
He does not want you to sing. But
I think he said hard pass. That's what he was saying in his head, but he tried to make it a little more diplomatic.
But I will say this song is going to be stuck in my head all day long.
Okay, the question that Herman's going to answer, who made the song Que Sera Sera famous? And the answer is?
Doris Day.
Doris Day.
Oh, that's right.
Doris Day. So you didn't remember that?
No, but I started drinking a lot more orange juice ever since I got turned on to Doris
Oh, was she an
Day.
orange juice advertisement?
She did for a while.
How'd you know that, Herman? You just remember Doris Day? You just remember that?
Well, my wife happened to be listening at the same time I did, and she blurted it out first.
Okay.
But yes, I do remember that. Doris Day.
Doris Day, her quote heyday would have been in the 40s, 50s. I don't know about 40s, but 50s, 60s, 70s,
into the 70s.
Yeah, she had a long career as an actress and a singer. And this Que Sera Sera came from a movie.
Yeah.
But everybody my age and older knows it.
Now, I'm going to give you a good comparison. Doris Day was the counterpart of Pat Boone. She was wholesome, squeaky clean, and in fact, she was the very first person, I would say, to get canceled because she spoke out and said, hey, biblical marriage is between one man and one woman.
I thought that was Anita
That's
Bryant.
Anita Bryant.
Oh, is that who you
Yeah, you're moving on down the road.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting my squeaky clean actresses.
That's okay, though. You got a good memory back to that about the orange
Well,
juice.
the jejunum's the first thing to go when it comes to your memory.
Well, that's true. Duly noted.
That's right.
All right, Herman, you got a question for us?
Yes, I do. But I also like to say Doris Day was she was always very elegant and very ladylike.
Yes.
It was when TV was wholesome and you could your family could watch it.
That's right. Yeah, she's kind of Doris Day and the Pat Boone,
Hey, Sarah, I'll do it anyway. I don't care.
Whatever will be,
will be. It was a song from a movie.
Let's move along.
Yeah. Hey, Herman.
Let's move right along.
Herman, what's your question for us? Hey, you're speaking on behalf of thousands of listeners, by the way. They're saying thank you, Herman.
Thank you.
What's your
Moving
question
along.
for us?
I have to grade you on a curve because it's kind of every time I look it up, it's different. But who had the longest in-air pass in the NFL?
In history?
Tim's going to know.
Who had the longest?
It has the in-air pass.
Okay. So
Wait. In terms of
distance.
Rolling it like a bowling ball. What do you mean in air? They're all in air.
No, throwing it
No.
from this point to the point where the player caught
That's
it.
what you are talking about, Herman. What Ed
Correct.
described, right?
Correct. Yes.
Point to point.
In-air pass, not receiving and run down
Yeah,
the
yeah.
run down
Oh,
the
I
field.
got
No,
you.
in
There.
the air pass.
In the air pass. Tim or Ed, you guys have a great chance.
Well, there's been so many quarterbacks over the decades. You're talking about in the NFL, right, Herman?
Correct. NFL.
Because I'd put Doug Flutie in college. I'd put Doug Flutie right up there with his pass against Miami when he played for Boston College.
Yeah.
But for pros, man, I don't know.
Give us a hint. Can you give us any other kind of hint?
He's still playing.
Wow.
He's still playing.
He's still playing.
Well, so Aaron Rodgers, maybe?
No.
Okay. I don't know. Who is
Baker
it?
Mayfield.
Baker
That's it. There's, like I say, you get different answers every time you look it up. It says Baker Mayfield threw a 70.5-yard pass in air in a Hail Mary in 2020.
Was it
But
caught?
then it goes on, unfortunately, it goes on to say that Randall Cunningham holds an earlier record of 76 yards, but it don't give you any stats about it. That's why I went to Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, this is a different sport, but I just heard a couple of days ago, I think I heard it on y'all's show, where a pitcher did like 104.5, the fastest pitch
For the Padres, wasn't it?
ever recorded here with the playoffs for baseball.
But they did a drug test him after the game.
So
it was an unfortunate
you don't even need a joke
situation.
about that.
It was
104.5. Wow. You throw that on somebody's chin if they're crowding the plate.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it was Baker Mayfield for the Tampa Bay
That's good.
Buccaneers through a 60. What did you say it was?
70.
70.5. I
A
think.
70.5-yard in-air Hail Mary pass.
Did the guy catch it?
Yeah, he made a
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it had to be
catch.
completion.
Wow.
Yeah. Awesome.
Hey,
That's
Herman,
crazy.
thank you so much.
Thank you, Herman.
Tell our
That's a great
North
question.
Carolina friends hello.
Yeah. All right, you're listening to
Trivia Friday.
on American Family Radio. Tim, Ed, and JJ, and we go back to the phones, Ed.
Let's go to Arkansas. Samuel is on the line. Samuel, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Right. I haven't been on in about 5 years.
Wow.
Well, then you qualify.
Yeah,
You're eligible.
More than 8 weeks in between.
More than
Samuel,
8
what
weeks.
part of Arkansas?
Pine Bluff, west of Pine Bluff.
Okay, well, this is a little too far from you. Next weekend, I won't be here Friday. Next weekend, Saturday night, I'll be doing a night of comedy and inspiration, Bethany Missionary Baptist Church.
Where?
In Onia, Arkansas. Then the next morning, speaking at Pleasant Grove Baptist Church. That's just right over from Mountain View. So that's next Saturday night and Sunday morning.
Every 50 miles, you're going to run into a Pleasant Grove Baptist Church in America. They're like Dollar Generals.
Or a Bethel, or a, what are some Shiloh? You know, just some different
Pleasant Groves.
Pleasant Grove, yeah.
I mean, a man could be the pastor of 4 Pleasant Groves in his career, don't you?
Yeah, you say, I've been pastoring at Pleasant Grove my whole life.
I know they say, which one? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, hey, Samuel, which ask, answer, or do both, sir?
Both.
Which one you want to answer?
I got technically the one I wanted to answer about the Burger King got answered, so I'm going to answer one I had to look up, the square flag one.
Here's the question. Only 2 countries have square flags. Name them.
Switzerland and Vatican City.
That's right.
Wow.
Switzerland and Vatican City. And I'll say this, Samuel, I don't know a lot about Switzerland, but their flag is a plus. I just want to I want to go on record for saying that.
No, don't do it, Samuel. Don't encourage that.
You are on record.
Don't. He doesn't need much encouragement. He'll take one laugh.
Samuel, what's your question for us?
Mine's a biblical question. Moses died on a mountain. He looked over to the promised land. That mountain has 2 names. What are the 2 names?
Tim, this is your question.
Well, one of them's Nebo, isn't it? We're just talking amongst ourselves.
Nebo.
Samuel, isn't it?
A movie, wasn't it? Is that a Disney movie?
I think you're thinking of The Matrix. Nebo.
Under the Sea or something like that? Huh?
Yeah, Finding Nebo.
We see that scene, and I wonder.
So the question is what? I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Yeah, he was on the mountain. He looked out over.
Moses.
He wasn't able to go into the promised land, but he went up there, and the Lord,
yes.
But the mountain has 2 names.
Mountain has 2 names.
Says. I think.
Okay, Nebo is
I think
one.
Nebo.
It's not Mount Hermon, is it? That's
in northern Israel. This is Mood. I think it's the same.
Someone, if they had enough faith, they probably might have moved
down. I like that, Ed.
All right, we don't know.
Nebo's one.
Yeah. What's the answer, Samuel?
Nebo is one, and if I'm not mistaken, Pisgah is the other.
Mount Pisgah.
Mount Pisgah.
You see that?
There's plenty of Mount Pisgah churches
yes,
out
there
there,
are.
too.
That's it.
There's a Pisgah, Mississippi, isn't there?
I think so.
Hey, Samuel, have a great weekend. God bless you.
What did you call
Herman?
You called him
Herman.
Mount
Herman.
Mount
also, we had a Herman a while ago.
Yeah. Thank you, Samuel.
Yeah. All right, so you're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Tim, Ed, and JJ, we thank you for listening to AFR. You guys got questions left here?
What do you mean?
What I'm saying is, are we good to go till the top of the hour?
Oh, I think so.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Without repeating our questions. That's
right.
What I'm saying. All right, let's go.
All right, we'll go back. We're going to stay in Arkansas, and Pamela is on the line. Pamela, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Good morning. This is my first time calling in, and they told me that this was for not for rookies. But, I went to Cracker Barrel this morning, and I got this toy piano, and I turned on my car because I always keep on AFR, and I thought you asked a trivia question about the Carpenters. You've only just begun?
Okay, what that was the intro to the show, which we use every week or most every week. You heard it. Yeah, you did hear that. That's from a previous stellar Trivia Friday.
It was stellar.
It was a stellar performance there. So,
okay.
That's okay. You got some kind of carpenter trivia for us or something?
Actually, okay. Do you want to? You guys can pick something. Either something very short that you might say, you might guess at, or you can elaborate for an hour on the second question.
Let's go with the short
Let's
one.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, probably need to go. We could do that. I mean,
We can listen. We can elaborate.
I know you can.
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. Who was? I know, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, who was Ehud in Judges, in the book of Judges? Judges 3.
Who was Ehud?
Yes.
Yes.
I know who Ahab was.
Yeah, Ehud, E-H-U-D.
Is he a friend of his?
I don't think so.
Ehud and Arab? And what was his
Ahab,
name?
Arab?
Arab.
Ehud.
That's
Well,
in First
okay.
Ray Stevens.
Now,
4. I think. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now, Pamela, are you asking? I mean, because Ehud was a judge, wasn't he? Is that what you're asking?
No.
Okay.
What was Ehud's role in Judges 3?
Yeah, what role did he play?
Well, he played Barney Fife for the Christmas. No, that was different. Okay, that was a different guy.
Yeah.
Ehud.
We're looking at the pastor.
Oh, listen, I'm straining here. If you can't, I may throw my jejunum out.
Straining at a gnat?
Yes.
You're trying to swallow a camel?
Yeah.
We don't know.
Does this have something
ahead.
to do with
the ballpark.
a tent peg in the temple?
A left-handed Benjamite.
He was a left-handed Benjamite.
And he was sent by God to do something.
Well, he was.
God, Tim, whatever you're thinking, you might as well say it.
You talk about the Bible, you can get really.
All right, Pamela,
you know
you're going to
you got to be careful.
I've read all these stories, but
a left-handed Benjamite.
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
You can't trust them, frankly.
That's a stereotype.
You don't want to get in a business deal with a left-handed Benjamite.
If you
I know what
watch
it is.
Law and Order, if you watch Law and Order, about every fifth show they're dealing with the left-handed Benjamite.
That's right.
Who's involved in some kind of criminal activity. And
Yes.
It's just like they shouldn't be stereotyped this way.
Okay.
That's right.
Let me see if this is
all right.
it.
I think I saw the light bulb go on.
Two things. One is he was sent in like the Joab, one of those guys, but anyway, but because they always reached a certain way, they knew, okay, he's not going to stab me, and he hugged him, and because he was left-handed, he stabbed him.
I do remember that story. Now.
That story,
and it went all the way to the hilt.
Or the king that was so overweight that he stabbed him, and it sucked the dagger on in, and he went on out the window. He locked the doors of the king's bedroom. It's going to be one of those stories. And I know I'm all over the place, Pamela, but one of those two stories.
Then we got
and they locked the
Zempic.
They locked the door on the ark.
Stop. Yeah. And then Ehud.
I think you're right, though. I think
all
you're
those
right.
animals came 2 by 2 to Ehud. All right. Which one of those stories is it?
Oh, man. I'm just ready for a lightning bolt somewhere.
Did JJ get close?
Well, it's pretty close, but he was a left-handed Benjamite, and he wore his a two-edged sword on his right hip. So when he encountered the king, he hugged him, and the king would never suspected, because he was left-handed, that he would stab him.
Right.
And the king was so fat that when Ehud put his knife in, he couldn't withdraw it because his fat covered the knife.
Right.
Yes, went in all the way to the hilt. And that's where we get the name of the Hilton hotel chain. A lot of people don't realize that. Because the king slept with the fishes and had a good night's sleep, and that's how Hilton got.
Everybody went to Cracker Barrel.
They locked the door. He locked the doors, and he went down the sewer. He went down the gutter, and then the guys came and said, well, the king's still in there with the doors shut. And the guy said, I've come to tell you I've got a message from God for you. And so they left him alone and gave him Ehud time to escape.
Wow.
But hey, and you know what? Now, when I got that a little bit confused on the front end, Pamela, in my defense, my nighttime story for the kids is Jonah, the shepherd boy, and his ark of many colors.
Pamela, that was a great
we have
tribute.
a problem with biblical illiteracy today.
We can turn to the jury right now
I
and
don't
say,
know.
I'll rest my case.
All right,
Pamela.
you're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio.
So, Pamela, you didn't want to answer one of the questions we had?
Well, I was going to answer the K Sarah, but a man took it, which I was very surprised about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh,
What are you trying to say there?
No, that didn't sound right.
No, it's not like that. I'm just surprised a man would know that. But he did confess
Whoa.
his wife over that.
Whoa, wait a second,
No,
Pamela.
That's inappropriate. Pamela.
I knew the answer to it.
He says, I know none of your sports questions.
Yeah.
Well,
in
Pamela,
all
let me just say, when I was growing up, I didn't know any guy my age who didn't have a crush on Doris Day.
Yeah.
She was a very pretty lady, and so I knew the answer to that question.
Hey, Sarah.
He's wanting to belt it out. Tim, don't hold back.
Hey, Pamela, we are glad you got on, and you were delightful. Thank you. That was a great trivia question.
And you know, she sounded pretty smart for a woman.
Oh.
Whoa, that's on JJ right there.
Yes.
You see what I did there,
Yeah, I
right?
see what you
Oh,
did.
yeah,
That
we
was
saw
just
we
fun.
saw what you did there.
That's not. That shouldn't be enough to get me in trouble with my
Trivia
wife
Friday,
and 5
Friday.
daughters.
You know, K Sarah, whatever will be. That's
The future's not ours to see.
No,
Tim.
that I know, and so that's what. That's kind of the motto we Mississippi State football fans live by, right there. You know.
Yeah, and you know when that song came out, the sales for those carnival fortune tellers went way down. They lost so much business from that.
K Sarah.
Yeah, the future's
Hey,
not ours
you know
to
what
see.
language that is? By the way, I'm serious. Do you know what language that is?
That's it's either Spanish or Italian.
It's then they're similar. Spanish.
Yeah.
K Sarah. You know how you spell it?
Yes.
With the
Q-U-E.
Q-U-E.
S-E-R-A.
Yeah. S-E-R-A. That's right. Sarah. What does that mean? That does mean
it means
whatever will be.
Whatever will be.
All right. You're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Tim, Ed, and JJ. Do we have time for a call?
I don't think we do, but
Okay. I tell you what, let's do
we can
here.
redo our questions.
If we redo our questions now, then when we come back from the break, we won't have to.
We'll go right to the phones.
Let's do it.
Right.
And then first.
Then after that, it'll be K Sarah.
Yeah, that's right.
You know.
Why don't you, before we get to our questions, tell our listeners where you're going to be speaking?
I would appreciate your prayers. Tonight I'm doing stand-up comedy at the weekend AFA retreat.
I'm looking forward to that.
Next weekend, Saturday night, a night of comedy and inspiration. Bethany Missionary Baptist Church in Oney, Arkansas. They're limited on space, and the same for Sunday morning.
They're spaced out, in other words.
No, they're limited on space. And then Pleasant Grove Baptist Church. I'll be speaking Sunday morning. That's right down the road from Oney, and all of that is about 25 miles from Mountain View.
How do you go to? How do you find out where you're going to be?
Oh,
If people want to invite you to speak in their town,
JJJasper.com.
at Mount Pleasant Baptist Church, how do they do that?
JJJasper.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here are my 3 questions. You may have to look this one up. What is the only Major League Baseball team to turn 2 triple plays in the same game?
Wow.
Second question, if your doctor is running a test on your jejunum, what part of the body is he examining?
Yeah.
And then, what is the biggest joint in your body? That's what I've got.
True or false, NFL 1943, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers combined to form the Steagles. Is that true or false? And then, what is the most common blood type in the world? Tim?
My questions are: Parkers, Bombers, and Peas are types of what? And number 2, what gets wet while drying?
What?
Wow.
Yes, what gets wet while drying? That's my second question. We'll be back in about 4.5 minutes or so, 5 minutes, and then we'll get back. We'll have another half hour of Learning University right here on American Family Radio.
The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast may not necessarily reflect those of the American Family Association or American Family Radio.
Faith, family, freedom. American Family Radio.
Sometimes being an insider means you understand the joke that only certain ones really know. Other times, it gets you into exclusive places. As an AFA insider, you'll get information about issues and policies that can dramatically impact our families and our Christian rights, and you won't have to travel to D.C. or even dress up to get it. Find out more and sign up at afa.net/activism.
This is American Family Radio, a listener-supported ministry of the American Family Association.
American Family News, I'm Rusty Pugh. President Donald Trump said that Hamas must agree to a proposed peace plan deal for Gaza by Sunday evening and threatened that the group will face more attacks if it doesn't. The president unveiled the plan alongside Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu earlier this week. Trump's proposal would place Gaza under control of a temporary governing committee led by Trump himself. Former British Prime Minister Tony Blair would be involved as well. Former October 7th hostage Keith Siegel, who was held hostage for 484 days, says this deal is the final chance to save those still held in Gaza.
I was released 8 months ago, and I cannot imagine what they are going through. And we could lose them. We could lose these people. We must save their lives.
There's little sign that Democrats and Republicans will come together on a deal to end the government shutdown, now in its third day. House Speaker Mike Johnson said Democrats are holding the government hostage to fund illegal alien health care.
I would direct everybody right now, go to speaker.gov, okay? That's my official website. We put right there on the first page the evidence. I have the receipts.
President Trump considering a number of cuts as the federal government remains shut down. Jackie Heinrich reporting from the White House.
The president and OMB Director Russ Vought reportedly went over plans to fire about 16,000 federal workers when they met yesterday. 750,000 are furloughed right now. The Washington Post is reporting that there are some within the administration who are cautioning against these layoffs, citing the potential for legal challenges. But in the meantime, they're focusing their attention on funding cuts to blue states after freezing infrastructure funds in New York, which was widely interpreted as a shot at Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries. The OMB director announced this morning $2.1 billion in Chicago infrastructure projects.
And the month of October begins without a jobs report due to the government shutdown. Labor Secretary Lori Chavez Derrimer says getting that report out is her top priority.
As soon as they open this government, we want to get these numbers out so that we can determine what this market looks like, and we can, work hard again to fulfill the needs of the American people. We need that data.
The pro-life group is not happy with the Food and Drug Administration. Chris Woodward tells us why.
Kelsey Pritchard of Susan B. Anthony Pro-Life America says the FDA quietly approved a new generic version of the abortion drug mifepristone.
As the government was about to shut down, they secretly, quietly issued this approval. It's a drug produced by Avita Solutions, and it's a reckless decision by the FDA that will result in the deaths of more and more children in this country and in more women and girls going to the ER with serious complications from these drugs.
Now, supporters of abortion have long argued that the abortion drug is safe, but Pritchard says that's not true.
We know as many as 11% of women and girls who take abortion drugs end up having serious adverse reactions like hemorrhaging, infection, sepsis. They need to go to the ER. They need to be hospitalized. They need emergency surgery.
Those findings are from a study published earlier this year by the Ethics and Public Policy Center. At the time, SBA Pro-Life America was one of several pro-life organizations saying this is more reason for people not to push or take abortion drugs.
Please urge your state pro-life officials, whether you have a governor that's pro-life or an attorney general or someone in your congressional delegation, please reach out to them and let them know that this decision by the FDA is reckless and it needs to be undone.
I'm Chris Woodward.
Powerful waves from tropical systems Umberto and Imelda are slamming the Carolina coastline. Along North Carolina's Outer Banks, 8 homes collapsed in just 3 days.
I was standing along the Outer Banks when another house fell, slamming into the house next door before the ocean slowly tore it into pieces. Now it's part of a growing field of debris, all what used to be vacation houses. No one was inside when they fell, but locals say they were rented to vacationers a month ago before deemed unsafe to live in after Hurricane Erin. Officials on the ground now are planning cleanup efforts and beach replenishment projects to save what's left. In Buxton, North Carolina, Katie Byrne, Fox Weather.
For American Family News, I'm Rusty Pugh.
Some Christians wonder if boycotting businesses is really biblical, and that's a fair question. Ed Vitagliano and M.D. Perkins address that subject in depth in the AFA Cultural Institute video, Stewardship in Action, The Power of the Boycott. They share the purpose of boycotts and show how they can impact the culture. We're giving that DVD to you free as our thanks for supporting AFA this month. Go to afa.net today for more details. afa.net.
This is Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question is 888-589-8840. Now, back to more Trivia Friday.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Trivia Friday, also known as
Learning University.
Learning University is on the air here on American Family Radio. We're here every Friday from 10:05 to 11:30 Central Time. And Ed, what's our goal with this here show?
Well, of course, as you always say, it's edumacation.
It is edumacation.
But we do have kind of like a three-part plan.
Yes, it's a mission statement.
It's a mission statement. We intend, fully intend, not partially intend, fully intend to make our students smarter, betterer, and awesomer. Yeah.
And if we don't accomplish that,
then it's not a good day.
It's on you.
Yes.
Also,
that's true. We'll blame this. We'll blame you, the student.
Also, we have a mystery question. If somebody lands on it, here's the cowbell. They win a cap, just like John and Marianne did last week. And they said, this is going to be great. We're going to wear these on our anniversary. Ed, my friend, said there's no way they're going to get that by their anniversary. They sent a picture, said when my husband said we would wear them on our 49th anniversary on October the 2nd, less than a week away. Ed replied, aren't they cute, thinking they'll get them on time? We did. Yep. Thank you so much. You made our anniversary a memorable and fun one. Here's Mary Ann and John wearing their AFR caps. Those are really good-looking caps.
Yes. Yeah.
And I know I say this, 7 Fridays away from Christmas. This would make a nice stocking stuffer. And if you don't win one, go to our store. We've got sweatshirts, caps, DVDs, books.
We got bling.
Well, you know, there are a lot of, you got some AFR fans, you got some Learning University fans in your family, somebody in your church family. This would give you time to get that and wrap that and have that ready for Christmas. I can't believe I'm saying Christmas time, but go to the store and see what we have.
It's right around the corner.
Great price, and it helps the ministry.
If we're making jokes about pumpkin spice, it's close enough to start doing some Christmas shopping. You can go to resources.afa.net. That's the store that JJ was talking about, resources.afa.net. Lots of great
to
products.
Buy the caps?
To buy the caps or anything else that we have there. It is a lot of things are very educational, good resources. Some are just things to wear, but you also help the Ministry of American Family Association.
And
American
John and Mary Ann, happy anniversary. And that is wonderful that they got their caps to be able to wear.
Who's next, Ed?
All right, let's go to Texas. And Lee is on the line. Lee, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Good morning, distinguished professors.
Extinguished?
Yeah,
I
well,
hope not.
You know
Not
something
yet.
we don't know, Lee? Is there a drone coming over us somewhere?
A drone.
From Russia?
Russia.
All right. Thank you for calling, Lee. Where do you live in Texas?
I live in the city that hosts your second most listened to radio station, according to a comment you made a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, Dallas area, Greenville.
Conroe, Texas.
Conroe, down around Houston. Yeah, you're right. Dallas, Greenville's are slightly more listeners, I think, at least by the Sherathon results.
Lee.
But Conroe's great.
Lee, is Lake Conroe as pretty as they say?
In places, it sure is.
Now, you got me
But
curious.
it's very busy lake.
It's what is it?
It's very busy lake, but in places it's really pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right, go ahead. Ask, answer, or both, Lee. What do you want to do here?
Hey, but before I get started, I want to wish my birthday buddy a rather belated happy birthday.
All right.
If I'm not mistaken, Ed was born on my 6th birthday.
So what is your birthday? I'm just
August the 26th, 1952.
All right, that is we're birthday buddies. That's true. August 26th.
Yes,
I was born on your. Or you were born on my 6th birthday. It was a great year for me all the way around. So that makes it even more special, Lee, that you were born on it.
Yeah.
Are y'all
There
done?
you go.
Are y'all
Yeah.
done?
We're done.
Yeah,
I think we're
they're
done.
brothers from a
Reminiscing
different
about
mother.
something you don't remember?
No, they're brothers from a different mother.
That's right.
Ed will
that's-
see you at the family reunion, Lee.
That's really touching.
Your sincerity is heartwarming.
Lee, you want to ask, answer, or do both?
Both, please.
Which one
I'd like to take a shot at the jejunum question.
Good. Hang on. Hang on, Lee. Let me repeat this question.
Please.
If your doctor is running a test on your jejunum, what part of the body is he examining?
Well, if I remember my anatomy correctly, that would be your small intestine.
That is correct.
Whoa! And there's that cowbell we were talking
Yes.
about. Ladies and gentlemen, Lee and Ed's namesake, birthday buddies, he won himself a nice AFR cap.
We were talking about our birthdays, and here you go winning yourself a AFR ball cap. The jejunum is part of the small intestine. It is between the duodenum and the ileum.
Sure it
so
is.
you knew that, didn't you, Tim?
Sure it is. And those are some wonderful islands to visit. If you ever get on a cruise ship and somehow or another they get off course,
right,
they'll go right by the leeward side of those islands.
duodenum,
Very nice.
very
Yes.
beautiful.
Very
Beautiful.
nice.
Well, jejunums in spring are
they are beautiful.
There's something about
All the cherry blossoms.
I don't know.
You can just see them for miles.
Yes,
the cherry blossoms
and the jejunums.
jejunums.
Yeah.
Hey, Lee, you
gotta water 'em.
Why in the world are you in the, you gotta water?
If you don't water them, they wilt.
Yes, absolutely, and nothing's
That's
worse
a life.
than a
That's-
wilted jejunum.
There's your Devo for this Friday.
I thought you make you start having spasms.
Yes.
Your jejunum isn't watered.
That's right. Dehydrated.
Hey, Lee,
you have a
stay on
dehydrated
the line.
jejunum.
Stay on the line when we're
It's all
through
wrinkly.
so we
Oh, he
can
will.
get your address and send that cap to you. What's your question for us?
Well, before we get to that, Lee, why were you taking anatomy and physiology? I'm guessing you're in something to do with the medical field or what?
Dental school.
Dental school. Okay.
Are you a dentist?
I'm retired. I'm a retired dentist. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
wow.
good.
Awesome,
You don't
man.
sound old enough to be retired.
Yeah.
Good for you. You still got a little bit of life left.
Hey,
a little bit.
How long were you a dentist, Lee?
For around 40 years.
Wow.
Hey, I have a good friend who's a dentist, and after 20 years, he switched over to like 2 days a week because he said his back and his neck were going to be.
Oh.
Was that a problem for you, Lee?
Well, my back. I had to learn how to stretch a couple of times a day, and that helped me a lot with that. But it's
tough
it's
on
more
you.
physically demanding than you would think.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Takes its toll on you.
Yeah, and if you hit the wrong thing, you know it, because the person lets you know it. You know.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? All right, go ahead, Lee. Ask your question, brother. Bring it.
Hey, can I pay that hat forward? My lovely wife Carol bought me an AFR cap for Father's Day this year.
Uh-huh.
So can we pay that forward?
We can.
Yeah, you can.
The next person to answer a question correctly wins the ball cap.
Do you have a AFR travel mug?
No, I do not.
All right, we'll send you one. Do we have any of those left? We don't.
I
We're
don't
out.
think we do.
We don't or do?
I don't think we
How'd
do.
you
Oh,
feel
never
about
mind.
a used mug?
Yeah.
Because Tim's drinking
There's
from
3 or
one
4
right
of those
now.
up in the cabinet.
Yeah.
In the kitchen.
Right.
And I can get one out and clean
The
it up.
coffee stains are slight.
Yeah, but
so
that
it's not-
adds flavor.
Yeah, it's character.
Character. Yeah.
We will pay it forward, Lee. That's
Anyway,
very
yeah,
nice of
Certainly.
you.
Hey, guys, if I want to double down on my little commercial I did, the fact that Lee's wife said, "Oh, Lee loves AFR. I'm going to get him an AFR cap for Father's Day and include with whatever else you got him." Be thinking about Christmas gifts. Here in a few weeks, as far as going to the AFA store. Really, a lot of good books and T-shirts and caps and things. And again, it's a great price and it helps the ministry.
And that's resources.afa.net. Resources.afa.net. Check it out. All right, Lee. Okay. Hang on, Lee.
Cindy said, "Tell Lee." Cindy answers the phone for us here.
Yes.
She said, "Tell Lee to get. Well, hold on, because she's going to get his address, And she thinks she's going to check to see if we got a mug.
Oh, good. All right.
Good.
So, Lee, don't hang up.
A new one.
That's
a
right.
new one.
Yeah.
That's right. And,
don't
and
hang
we,
up.
Don't hang
and
up.
we will
Finish.
still go do like he said, honor his
Yes.
thing on the cap.
Yeah, to
Next
pay it
person-
forward.
That's right.
All right, you're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Tim, Ed, and JJ, quickly, guys, without adding any new questions.
All right, Lee has
Hey,
to
can I
ask
do my
us a
question?
Yeah, go ahead, Lee.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Lee.
Okay, what great American served as a teacher, a soldier, a general, a United States congressman, a United States senator, a governor of 2 different states, the president of a sovereign nation? He has a major U.S. city named after him, a university named after him, and a 67-foot statue erected in his honor.
Sam Houston, boys. That's the answer.
All right, we're going to go. JJ sounds like he's.
It's either him or Stephen F. Austin.
That's Sam Houston.
Sam-
That's
yeah,
exactly correct.
Sam Houston.
Now,
Good on you,
I
man.
didn't realize that
JJ.
he had. I just feel like I really hadn't been given a full effort in my life.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think my back's
You mean
been
when you
against
compare
the wall.
yourself to Sam Houston?
Did you hear all those things? After about 3
Yeah.
things, I said, you can't do all that in one lifetime. And he just kept going on and on like the Energizer
You know what we call
Bunny.
guys like that when we were younger?
What?
Show-offs. You know what I'm saying?
A show off.
Yeah.
Hey, that's pretty
Oh.
impressive.
Yeah, that's a great American story right there.
Yes.
And Houston, Texas.
They
named
say he
after-
died of. They
Go ahead.
say he died of pneumonia, but I actually think he died of exhaustion.
He was
I
exhausted.
know. Wow.
That's right.
You said he was the governor of 2 different states?
Yeah, Tennessee and Texas.
Wow.
Sam Houston was the governor of
And
Tennessee.
I've seen the big statue there.
Wow.
Well, the connection between Tennessee and Texas is uncanny. You got Davy Crockett.
Right.
That's right.
Mm.
All right, hey,
Joe-
stay
Joe-
on the line now so she can get that info. That was
Put
a
you
great
on hold.
question.
Joe Namath was Tennessee, Texas connection right there.
That's right. That's
The Mannings, the Manning family.
The
in
Manning
terms of
brothers.
There's a
Tennessee. and-
lot.
All right, you're
Kevin
listening
Bacon.
to Trivia Friday now. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Jay.
No, Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon, yeah, the
got that
Tennessee,
connection.
Texas connection there, Orange. Mississippi River. You got all kind of connections right there. Huh?
It is uncanny.
Yeah, uncanny. Who's next, Ed?
All right, we go to Ohio, and Dottie is on the line. Dottie, welcome to Trivia Friday. And just a reminder, if you answer a question correctly, you win a ball cap passed along by Lee.
Hey, Dottie.
Well, hi, professors, and thank you, Lee. That was very generous of you.
The pressure's on, Dottie. Since
Huh?
there's the
The
pressure
pressure's
is
on?
on since there's a cap up
I
for
think me and
grabs.
my grandchildren got this. I think we've got this. But first, I wanted to add to the little pun one of you guys said earlier about that. What is it? Jejunum? Jejunum. That's it. One of you guys said something, and I cracked up when I heard it because that was what I was originally going to answer. You said that it involves the memory.
I can't remember. I'll just trust you.
I think so. We were talking about that.
You did, and I started
Yeah.
cracking up because when you are looking for something and can't find it or can't remember where you placed something or what you got it to go do, you just go sit back down.
Yeah.
And that charges your memory. So I thought that was real cute when you said that earlier.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That is, the older you get, that is a challenge.
Yeah.
Just to,
Yeah. So that does involve
Well,
the
it's
jejunum.
when you forget what you
Right.
were going to do and it was 10 seconds ago,
Come in the kitchen, said, "No, what I come in here
what I
for?"
come in here for, that kind of thing.
Well, and I think we just about beat that dead horse, but I remember a fond summer memory as a young child when we'd catch jejunum bugs and tie some
Yeah.
thread around their back
Right.
leg,
Yeah.
let them fly around.
Yeah,
That was
feed them peanut butter.
those were
Feed them peanut butter. That's the most random thing in the world, Tim.
Where's that stuff come from?
I don't know
What
where he gets
compartment
that.
in your brain? Feed a June bug. Come on, let's let him come in for the landing. Feed him some.
Wait a second. That's not crunchy. It's got to be smooth. Smooth peanut butter only for those jejunums.
Let me take this Q-tip and feed him some creamy peanut butter so he can get him charged up to make a few more 100 laps around. Did you guys do that as a kid? Tie piece of string to a June bug's leg.
To a June bug? No.
We were poor.
No, we didn't do
had to come up
crystal.
with
We
our
didn't do
own
crystal
game.
meth in our house.
Oh, my word. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Hey, let's go back to Dottie. I forgot where we were.
Dottie, what question you want to ask, answer, or do both, I assume?
My grandkids and I would like to answer both. My grandkids and I would like to answer the question, what gets wetter as it dries?
Okay, all right, Dottie. Here, Dottie's grandchildren. Dottie in Ohio is fixing to do the Buckeye State proud with her grandchildren because she answered this riddle. What gets wet while drying, Dottie?
What the hell?
All right,
It's a
wait,
what?
a towel.
Oh, a towel.
A towel.
Nice.
And those. How many grandchildren are with you, Dottie?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them currently.
Wow.
Dottie,
Do they
throw out some first names so we can say hi to all the grandkids.
Paris, Tank, Lincoln, Piper, and Chloe.
Hi, kids. Thank you
Hey,
for
do
listening
they-
with your
do they-
grandmother.
Do they sing and dance?
Yeah, but
you know,
I'll bet they do.
That's how the Osmonds started right here in the Lennon sisters. You know,
That's right.
you start harmonizing.
Hey,
That's what we
hey,
did.
you guys, my granddaughter Chloe was, what was that, Chloe? About 8 months ago, I think she was listening with my husband and I, and she had the answer to a question, and you guys were sending 2 ball caps, and you guys only sent 1. She didn't get hers because Grandpa stole hers.
Oh,
who stole hers?
Granddad did.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes,
all right. Well then, all right.
You never know.
You just tell Chloe we're going to send a hat to Dottie because of Lee. He paid forward the hat. He's already got one, and then we'll send Chloe a hat as well to make up for the one that her granddad borrowed. Let's put it that way. How's that?
Borrowed and haven't given back.
Thank you, guys. That's
all right, thank you
awesome.
very
Thank
much.
you, Jim.
Do you guys have a question for us?
We do.
All right,
so
what's your
on
question?
Andy Griffith, I know you guys love Andy Griffith. We do too.
All right, we're ready.
What was the name of the 3 birds that Opie, after killing, it's a 2-part question actually, Opie killed the mom, so he had to raise the baby birds. What was the baby birds' names?
Oh, I'm going to kick myself for this, for not remembering this. And then when I get home, my wife will kick me. I can.
You got a rough weekend, I guess.
Yeah, you might need to report this to somebody. You're kicking yourself, and you get kicked by your wife.
There are 3 cute little names. I just cannot. What Tim was talking about, I cannot recall. But as soon as you say it, I'm going to go, oh my goodness.
I think it's the Pinna.
You want me to say it?
Yes. Yeah. You go ahead.
It's Santa Maria.
It's Winkin, Blinkin, and Nod.
That's
it. That's it.
Right.
Winkin, Lincoln, and Nod.
Winkin, Blinkin, and Nod.
JJ would say that's a good law firm.
My wife, I'll say this, that my wife and I will say the last line from that particular episode. If you remember, when after Opie lets the birds go and they fly off, and he says, boy, I miss having those birds in my cage. It's going to be quiet in my room. And Andy says, yeah, but don't the trees sound nice and full? And my wife and I use that line. We're walking somewhere and we hear birds and we say, don't the trees sound nice and full? And so go ahead, guys. Are you going to make fun of that? Or?
That's
touching.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good thing you're watching a lot of Andy Griffith and not a lot of John Wayne movies, because you'd be having other quotes that would be sounding a little more rugged.
All right,
gunpowder and
Dottie, I'm going to put you on hold. Cindy Roberts will get your information, and we will send 2 ball caps. We'll try to make sure we get 2, one for you. And
Hey,
one
I only
for
got
Chloe.
one question left. What do you get? You guys got any questions left?
I've got 2.
I do. I have.
Repeat them real quick.
All right. What is the only Major League Baseball team to turn 2 triple plays in the same game? And what is the biggest joint in your body?
NFL question. 1940, this is true or false. 1943, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers combined to form the Steagles. Is that true or false? And then multiple choice, what's the most common blood type in the world? Is it O positive, O negative, A positive or A negative?
My question left is Parkers, bombers, and peas are types of what?
Lawyers?
No, I'm not saying.
Hey, I got to tell you guys this. When you ask about him being roughed up at home, we have this yearly physical we have to get. This last one that I took, they always say, hey, would you be comfortable, running 2 miles, or how many hours a week do you work out? 10 hours, 20 hours. The last one I took, they said, something about this and that. And then it said, do you feel safe in your own home? And I thought, what? Well, then a couple of questions up that said, is there anybody that threatens you in your own home or intimidates you or is trying to get you to do something against your will? I'm looking at the front and the back, and I thought, what is going on here?
I had the same questions.
And you know what it was? I went, oh, no. They've looked at the calendar, and they saw my age, and they're asking me nursing home questions. And here I still feel strong and virile, and they ask me like stuff about, are you getting enough bran and all this? I'm like, what in the world? Before they were saying, do your biceps, are they sore after you're benching 250 pounds? And then those questions have switched.
They've changed.
They're about pudding and things like that now.
Tapioca questions. All right, we're going to go to North Carolina. We're going to try to fit at least one call in. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. But Lola is on the line. Lola, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad to be on.
Well, good to have you, Lola. Where are you calling from in North Carolina?
Conway, North Carolina.
Okay, which is where, if I'm looking at a map, where's that?
I am probably about 75 miles from Raleigh.
Okay.
Going west, headed west.
Headed west. All right, into the mountains.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, listen, ask, answer, or both?
Well, everyone that I knew has already been answered except for one. I think I got this one right, but I'm not sure. The blood question.
Here's the question. Multiple choice, Lola. What is the most common blood type in the world? Is it O positive, O negative, A positive, or A negative?
I believe it's O positive.
O positive.
Wow.
Nicely
All right.
done.
O positive.
Are you? How'd you know that, Lola?
I'm O positive.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
you know that blood bank folks are proud of you. That you
O
probably-
positive, right?
O positive.
Somewhere Joel Osteen's smiling right now.
He's Mr. O
O
positive.
positive. We don't need no negative blood around here.
What's your question for us?
Yeah, we're almost out of time, Lola.
Okay, I have. I know you guys love the Andy Griffin trivia question, so I have one for you. Did Andy and Helen get married, and did they ever have any children?
Okay, that's when Don Knotts left the show. I didn't watch those very much, the colorized ones. I'm going to say they did get married, but they didn't have any children.
I'm going to agree with Ed.
Okay, so you're saying they didn't have?
They didn't have any children. Well, you got to give us the answer, Lola, because we're almost out of time.
Okay. Yes, they did have one, a boy, and named him Andrew Samuel Taylor.
Wow. Hey, Lola, sorry.
Wow.
That's a great question.
Yes, it
sorry
is.
to rush you.
Yeah.
We're going to let you go. That's the music. The only Major League Baseball team to turn 2 triple plays in the same game, Minnesota Twins in 1990. Biggest joint in your body is the knee.
1943, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers combined to form the Steagles. That is 100%.
I'm going to say true.
True.
Because of World War II.
Both teams lost a lot of their players, military service during World War II. The league allowed them to combine, and they had a winning season.
Wow.
Parkers, bombers, and peas are types of what?
No idea.
Coats.
Coats?
Coats.
C-O-A-T-S.
Oh,
Parkers, bombers, Parker coat, bombers, and peas are types of what? C-O-A-T-S. See you Monday.
Hey, my name is Wesley Wildmon.
And I'm Walker Wildmon.
And we're brothers, and our family have been leading tours to the land of the Bible for more than 30 years.